All right. Hello and welcome to another Cell Health training. My name is Galel Fajardo. I am the affiliate director here at Cell Health, coming to you from beautiful and warm, sunny Southern California. Today's training is on how to run successful Google ad campaigns. And it's a topic that I know has been in big demand as affiliates are wanting to drive a lot of traffic. First off, our affiliate program over the last several years has just started, been growing exponentially. Cell Health, one of the reasons I love Cell Health is because, we've been in business for the last 20 plus years. So we have a great reputation. And even with that great reputation, we're getting more and more affiliates. I mean, we're approving hundreds of applications per week to bring on new affiliates into our program. And as that happens, it's a good and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing in the sense that we're selling more products, which is exciting. The downside is that means that we have a lot of newer people who are maybe doing the wrong things. And so one of the purposes of this training is to make sure that we help you do the right things in your pay-per-click traffic generation. So for those of you that are watching the recording, thanks for watching. Those of you that are here live, welcome. Those of you that are here live can drop questions into the chat. I will read those questions if I deem them relevant to the rest of the group, and then I will help answer those. All right. So with that, let's just start diving in right now, and I will go ahead and share my screen. So those of you that are watching right now, can you please drop in the chat whether or not you can see my screen right now? Just let me know if you can see it, making sure that this is working properly. You should see, awesome, great. So you should see the title screen, affiliate training, how to run successful Google ad campaigns. So here's an overview of what we're going to talk about today. The overview is we're going to talk about what most affiliates do wrong. We're going to talk about Cell Health compliance issues so we can avoid you getting into trouble. And then knowing who you're going to sell to. We're going to help you select the right offers. And by that, it's offers that are not going to get you into trouble. Okay. And then going over some campaign setup and then helping you diagnose problems. And then this topic will take us under, to some different other areas based upon, just the questions that arise and basically how I'm feeling. All right. And I'm going to try to save some time towards the end to answer some questions that we can have for all of you. All right. Especially those of you that are on here live, I want to make sure to reward you by getting to your questions. So I'm going to try to save at least 5 minutes at the end where I can answer your questions off camera, off the recording. So to start off, here's what most affiliates do wrong. Okay. Now, I don't say this to make you feel bad because, hey, we all started off at one time or another. I know I sure did. And so what it is that affiliates do wrong, I did a lot of this stuff. So number one is brand bidding. There's a lot of you, and a lot of you come from Brazil. You all love this notion of brand bidding. Brand bidding does not make a lot of money. Okay. Brand bidding can make you some money, but as far as a long-term strategy to actually have success in affiliate marketing, brand bidding is probably the worst strategy that you can go by. It's a very short-lived strategy. And not only that, you've got so many competitors that are going to be clicking your ads because they're going to try to drive down your ad budget, that really you're competing for a very small pool of customers. The other thing is that when you're brand bidding, the chances are that they have been cookied by another affiliate prior to you, because they're searching the brand name, which means the brand was already introduced to them. And now when it comes to our affiliate program, and most affiliate programs that exist in 2023, most affiliate programs are based off of first click attribution, which means that the first affiliate so a customer comes through and they click on one affiliate link. They click on that affiliate link. That means that they are cookied to that affiliate. They're married to that affiliate. So as then that customer goes on and searches and does other searches and clicks on other links, when they buy, that first affiliate is the one who gets the sale. So if you're brand bidding, that means that somebody has already been introduced to the brand. So your chances of getting an affiliate sale on your traffic is really low. Okay. So brand bidding is not a smart strategy. And a lot of you love it. Like you come in, first thing you do, you're like, what brands can I bid on? And I roll my eyes, and the affiliate managers roll our eyes, and we go, here we go. Here's another one of those affiliates who just is going to try to rank or bid on brand. And so with first click attribution, if you're getting sales, you are getting maybe 10% of sales that you could get if you were bidding on generic terms. All right. So that's something to think about. Another thing that affiliates do wrong, direct linking their ads straight to their affiliate link. Okay. So I saw this morning. I just closed an affiliate's account down today where I just searched Testadrin, and this first ad, this is not one of our ads. This is an affiliate who, puts an ad for Testadrin. And then when I took a look at this, it links directly to their affiliate link. And now their account's closed because we specifically say you cannot link your ad directly to your affiliate link. You must use a landing page. Another example is terrible quote unquote landing pages. So there's some affiliates out there who literally just have a picture of the product and a button that says buy now. That's not a landing page. That is just enough to not get you in trouble. All right. And so I would tell you, make sure if you're doing a landing page, you make a legit landing page. And I'll have some examples for you here in a bit as far as a landing page goes. Okay. I just realized there's one more that I need to put in here. Okay. Broadly targeting keywords. Okay. So this is like people who will like just bid on the word. Like, let's say it's, maybe like you're trying to sell Cortisync, right? And instead of targeting buyer intent keywords, instead what they use is they will instead of like targeting like buyer intent keywords, and I'll go over that in a little bit, they'll broad target keywords. So instead of it being like, best supplements to reduce cortisol, instead they're targeting the term cortisol, right? And not hyper focusing on their customer and the terms that their customer is going to use to buy. That's a big mistake. That costs you big time on your ad budget. Okay. Then another thing that we see is no negative keywords, where affiliates will not put in negative keywords. So their ad shows up for copy, or their ads show up for terms that should not be relevant to what they're doing. And so if you don't include negative keywords, your ad's going to show up in too many places. And so you've got to make sure you put in negative keywords on every single campaign. The other thing that affiliates do wrong is they have bad ad copy, right? They don't take time to proofread their work. They don't take time to make the ad compelling to click, or they try to make it confusing. So some of you, and I'm saying some of you as far as affiliates go, some affiliates, what they will do is they will go and they will try to make their ad pretend like their ad is an official website. And so they'll use the word official in their URL, or they'll say, buy official VigRx Plus or buy official Testadrin. Don't do that, because once they click on the link and they go to your landing page and they see that it's not the official site, it's going to turn the customer off. Also, it's against our terms and condition to use the word official in your URL on your page. You cannot pretend to be Leading Edge Health. Okay. And then lastly, and this is probably one of the biggest things that affiliates do wrong, is that there's no congruence. So there's no equality. There's no matching between the keywords bid, the ad copy that exists, and then the landing page, and then the offer that's being bought, that's being pitched. You need to have consistency among all elements of your campaign if you want it to be successful. Now, Are you going to get sales if you're bidding on one type of keyword and your ad copy maybe doesn't match and your landing page is a little bit different and the offer doesn't match? Will you get sales? Yes, you'll get some sales, but you're not going to be as successful as you would be if all of it were tied together. Okay, so you've got to have the keywords, the ad copy, the landing page, and the offer should all match together. All right. And then as you have questions on this stuff, please drop it in the chat, okay? So let's talk about Sell Health compliance, okay? From a high level, Sell Health compliance, don't bid on restricted brand terms. If it were up to me, you wouldn't bid on brand terms at all, because as I told at the very beginning, bidding on brand does not make you the most money. It doesn't make you a lot of money. You'll make some money for some period of time, but long-term does not work as a strategy. Don't bid on restricted brand terms, specifically as VigRx, GenF20, and Semenax. Okay. Do not direct link. I said do not direct linking. Do not direct link your ad straight to your affiliate link. Don't do that. You've got to have a landing page. Do not pretend that you are Leading Edge Health or Sell Health. Do not pretend that you are us. That will get your account shut down. And not only that, you'll spend all this money on ads, you'll earn these commissions, and you won't get paid out on them, which really stinks. Don't use the word official in your URL or your website. And then do not promote coupon codes or discounts in your ad copy. All right. Those are the basics of Sell Health compliance. Any questions on anything so far? I'm going to pause, drink some more coffee, and see if anybody has questions on the first 2 slides that I've presented so far. I see no questions. We'll keep rolling. So in order for you to maximize the success that you're going to have in your pay-per-click campaign, I'm going to go back to something that I've brought up on the last couple of trainings that I've done. And that is, you have to become crystal clear as to who your ideal customer is. You need to know, who are you speaking to? And get incredibly specific. I mean, I'm talking about like giving this person a name, because if you can give this person a name and you know specifically who it is that you're speaking to, it's going to help you further identify what their biggest pain point is, right? So for example, you know, if you have a customer that you're targeting and you're trying to sell them a supplement on boosting their testosterone levels, for example, you've got to know what their biggest pain point is. So you have to get into the mindset of a man who has low testosterone. So what is their pain point? How are they feeling physically? How are they feeling mentally by struggling with low testosterone levels? Well, some of you, especially like if you're a woman, you're going, I don't know how to figure out how a man with low testosterone feels. So I'm going to give you some tips on where to do some research. Go to Amazon, go read reviews of books where people talk about their, talk about low testosterone, and see what the words, the language that people use in their reviews. Go on Reddit, right? Reddit.com, and read what questions people ask. That's going to give you a huge insight into a potential target market, seeing what people are asking when they have the anonymity of the internet. Also finding out, what is it that people are struggling with regularly? Like what kind of questions they have, about the certain issue. Who do they want to become, right? What's the solution that you want to provide them with? All these are things that you need to be considering, right? And again, once you figure out who your ideal avatar is and who you're marketing to, you can get so specific. Give that person a name, and now when you talk about an issue, that's who your marketing is focused on. So whether it's a pay-per-click ad that you're working on, whether it's the landing page that you're working on, let's say it is, again, using the testosterone example, it's Jim is the guy's name, right? Jim is a 50-year-old man who struggles with low testosterone. Okay, what's Jim's biggest pain point physically and mentally having low testosterone levels? What does Jim struggle with regularly? Who does Jim want to become, right? And what's the solution that you want to provide Jim with? And so keeping Jim in mind, it makes it easier for you to write emails, landing pages, and ad copy when you know that one person is the person that is your audience. You have a one-man audience. That's who you're writing to. So does that make sense? Are there any questions that people have on this when it comes to your avatar and who you're catering stuff to? Does that make sense so far, everybody? Are you following? Are you tracking with me here? Yes, no. I mean, is this making sense to folks, or are we good? We good? Well, I'll take a look at the chat. I'm not all good. Great. Thank you very much, Walter. All right. So next, selecting the right offers. Okay. So one of the biggest things that gets people in trouble, like straight up, one of the things that gets people in big trouble when they are bidding on Google Ads is that they choose offers that are not compliant with Google's regulations. And so what I see affiliates doing is that they will bid on terms that are related to prescription drugs or medical terms. And so you have to be really, really careful about the offers that you are promoting. So using the term HGH, for example, human growth hormone, not a term that you want to be using in a pay-per-click ad. Testosterone, same thing. That's a medicine, right? It's a medical term that you don't want to be targeting because there's actual medical products that include those, right? Using medical related terms related to ailments that people are suffering from borders you on the side of practicing medicine, okay? So you want to make sure that you are very wise about the terms that you're using. Using the term like ED or erectile dysfunction, that's a disease. You can't be purporting to use that. Other medical ailments or diseases you don't want to use, okay? Corey says, cannot use Patron. I don't know what Patron's tequila and Pinterest. So you can use Pinterest. Absolutely. Yep. And then I'm going to encourage you to review Google's ad guidelines. Okay. So I am going to drop it into the chat. Google's ad guidelines with regard to healthcare and medicines. Okay. So I'll drop that in there into the chat for you all to go and click on. You want to save that. This has to do with healthcare, has to do with medical type stuff for you to review, because it's very important that you become familiar with those Google ad guidelines. And I'm not here to train you on Google's ad guidelines. That's your responsibility to learn about, is learning Google's ad guidelines. Okay. Next thing is we will go to your campaign setup. All right. So your campaign setup, super important, right? When you're setting up a pay-per-click campaign, what you want to do when it comes to a keyword strategy, when you are an affiliate marketer, is you want to focus on the problem that you're trying to help solve. And one of the ways that you do that is by trying to get into the head of your consumer. And so what I encourage affiliate marketers who are running pay-per-click campaigns is I encourage you to focus on buyer intent keywords. Now, these are groups of keywords that basically showcase what it is that a buyer is going to be focused on. So for example, I've got some examples that I'm going to showcase here for you right now. Buy blank, buying a specific type of product. So buy female libido supplements, right? Or product, service, and name plus a specific variant, like testosterone booster for men over 40. These are high buyer intent keywords that will help bring you more targeted traffic. So for example, okay, so Corey, can you please clarify what you're referring to? I'm not sure what you're referring to there in your question. So when it comes to these buyer intent questions, like I've got a list of them on the screen. I'm going to share this with everybody who is here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that into the chat. These are a list of sample buyer intent keywords. And basically, these buyer intent keywords, these ones are are where you're going to see the most success, okay? Because these are keywords that will basically help target the type of person that you're looking for, right? So like, let's go down a list. So like, buy female libido supplements, get female libido supplements, where to buy female libido supplements, right? Best female libido supplements, buy female libido supplements online, right? Testosterone booster review, testosterone booster sale. I want a testosterone booster, right? We went over this one, right? Product, service name, and a specific variant. So testosterone booster for men over 40, right? Where can I buy a testosterone booster? Online testosterone booster store. Testosterone booster near me. Are we following? Because everybody follow with what I'm talking about here? Just drop in a yes in the chat if these buyer keywords make sense to you. Right? Product, service name, dream customer location. Example, testosterone booster in Canada. Right? Those are the types of keywords that will help you focus on good buyers, right? Because they're looking to perform well. Now, somebody says, hey, what about long tail keywords? They don't perform so great with health. No, that is incorrect. My 20 years of experience in selling supplements, the last 20 years, long tail keywords is where the money is when it comes to health. If you're targeting these long tail keywords and it's not working, you're doing something incorrectly. This is how I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and sold millions of dollars worth of product in health, has been long tail keywords. That is high buyer intent. You just have to do something differently with what you're doing if it's not working for you. So campaign setup, focus on the problem you're trying to solve. This is where high buyer intent keywords is going to help you. This is where long tail keywords is going to help you. Make sure you have the right keywords. Your ad copy should speak to the problem that you're addressing. That's massive. Your keywords need to focus on the problem that you are addressing. That's what your ad copy needs to be dialed in on. Your landing page, okay? Your landing page. As an affiliate marketer, your landing page should address the problem and sell the consumer that your solution will help solve their problem. That's the number one role of your landing page as an affiliate marketer. You need to, they searched a term, right? They've searched a term. They've clicked on your ad because it was intriguing enough, because it spoke to a problem that they have. They arrived to your landing page, and now your landing page needs to convince that consumer that your solution is going to help solve their problem. That's the role of a landing page. And so I have a training that is on landing page essentials. Somebody asked, can you help something our landing pages? I don't know what. Can you clarify your question with regard to what we can do with landing pages? Now, here's one thing. I have offered to do reviews of landing pages. Here's the thing. I have to set appropriate expectations. Like, as your affiliate managers, as the director of the program, like, yes, our goal is to help you, but we're not your marketing consultant. So like, I had somebody after a previous webinar who emailed me, and I hadn't gotten back for a few days, and he's like, you're worthless. You're not helping me with my landing page. I'm asking you for help to review my landing page. It's been 3 days since you responded to my email. Folks, you're not paying to consult, okay? If you are a so understand, like, we want to help you, but we have thousands of affiliates we're trying to help, and sometimes we just don't have the time to answer your email immediately. So if it takes a few days for us to get back to you, don't get offended by it. All right. So here's a training that we have on landing page essentials. Okay. And so this is a training that I did a while back that talks about some of the basics of landing pages. And I'm going to drop this into the chat so you have access to it. Okay. So this link that I just dropped in, the YouTube link, is on landing page essentials. It's also inside the affiliate portal of Sell Health. So if you go into the Sell Health affiliate portal, you click on the training tab. I've included all the videos that we've done. This is in the Sell Health affiliate portal. So we talked about your keyword strategy, we talked about your ad copy, and we talked about your landing page. Everything needs to match. Your keywords need to be focused on the right person, right? So when it comes to setting up your pay-per-click campaigns, everything needs to match. Your keywords need to focus on the problem that you're going to solve. The ad copy in your actual pay-per-click ad should speak to the problem that you're addressing. The landing page should convince the consumer that you can help solve the problem that they search for in the keywords, right? So keyword matches the ad copy matches the landing page, and then the landing page should match the offer that you're selling. That way it helps somebody go, oh, I searched this term, I see an ad that matches what I'm searching for. I'm reading the landing page on a product that matches what I'm trying to get help for, and they have a product or solution that's going to help me. That is going to set you up for the most success when it comes to a pay-per-click campaign. Everything matches. Does that make sense, folks? About having everything matched together. So this is very important. So again, I use adult terms because we sell products for adults. Okay. So if you have kids that are listening, put your headphones in or lower the volume a little bit. Okay. If I'm targeting a male enhancement campaign, okay, and I'm looking for somebody who's, why does somebody buy a male enhancement product? Well, it's because they want to perform better in the bedroom. Okay. So let's say you're focused on performance in the bedroom, but your landing page talks about helping men experience greater pleasure, or let's use a better example, increasing their size. Okay. That is a different phraseology. You're talking about performance in the bedroom versus larger size. Those are two totally different issues, and your language is not going to match. So what I encourage you to do is to set up a different landing page, right? The best affiliate marketers, they set up separate landing pages for separate sets of keywords that they're targeting. So if, for example, I'm selling a muscle supplement and I'm focused on helping somebody have more intense workouts, and those are the keywords that I'm focused on, I'm not going to make my landing page all about sexual performance. Does that make sense? Like, you can sell a testosterone booster that helps men improve their performance in the gym. That can also help men perform better in the bedroom. But I'm not going to talk about both things on the same landing page. I'm going to make the landing page focused on the issue that person came in on. So if somebody wants better performance in the gym, that's what the landing page will speak to. If someone wants better performance in the bedroom, that's what that landing page will speak to. Does that make sense to you folks? About making things match? I want to make sure this is like probably the number one takeaway that I want you to have from today's webinar, which is why I'm spending so much time on it. It has to have congruence. There has to be equality in the keywords, the ad copy, the landing page. It all needs to match. That is one of the biggest reasons. And so somebody had mentioned, oh, long tail keywords don't work for them on health. That's because you probably have one landing page. And that one landing page is solely talking about everything. And in order for you to have better results, you need to have separate landing pages for the different groups of keywords or the different problems that you're helping people to solve. Does that make sense? I'm going to pause, catch my breath, grab some coffee. Let me know what you think here in the comments, please. Does that make sense to you? Somebody just asked me, how do I target keywords that contains penis, which are potentially profitable keywords for erectile dysfunction and sperm volume? So basically, you need to be careful to use that term erectile dysfunction. That's a medical term. So I would encourage you to find other synonyms that don't refer to diseases. So what are other things that people are searching for that would get you the same outcome? Somebody's asked, so basically you could end up with multiple campaigns for several pages and keywords. Yes, but I'm going to adjust your language a little bit. Yes, the answer is yes, but I'm going to adjust your language. It's not multiple campaigns necessarily. So you have a campaign, and let's just use testosterone booster because I'm on a roll with testosterone booster. Okay. So your campaign is testosterone boosters. And then you have one ad group that is gym performance, another one that's sexual performance, another one that's burning fat, right? So you and I are saying the same thing, just using different language. So technically, would each ad group be a separate campaign? Yes, but I'm just saying your overarching ad campaign, and you have keyword 1 or keyword set 1, keyword set 2, keyword set 3. You'd have different campaigns, as you would call them, right? For different keywords, and each keyword in a perfect world. So you have keyword group 1, that's sexual terms. You would have a landing page for the sexual terms. And even more so, excuse me, the best affiliates will have a separate landing page for a separate keyword. So if I'm focusing on, say, erection health, that would be one phrase. If I'm talking about semen volume, that's a different landing page, right? Somebody asked, how can I target keywords that contain penis, which are potentially profitable keywords? Yeah, so I did answer that. You have to find other terms that are not medical related. Erectile dysfunction is a medical term, okay? And search the problem. Like the intent is the problem. You don't need to put in the word penis, because men aren't always. Look at search volume, right? If I look at search volume, there's very little where a man types in something regarding penis. They're looking for erectile health. They're looking for semen volume. Like, that's what they're searching for. They don't say supplements to help penis with erectile dysfunction. That's not proper syntax. And so I would look at actual search intent and look at what native English speakers are searching, because that word is not showing up in searches. Like, if you do a keyword research, that's not showing up. So I would encourage you to look at the keyword research. All right. So somebody says it's all coming together now. Good. I'm glad. That's the goal here, right? Is to help you all better understand how to set up your campaigns for ultimate success. Now, if you hear a little background noise, that is my air conditioning, because it is warm. Are we going to talk about bidding? No, we're not going to talk about bidding. If you have questions, drop it in the chat. I'm talking bidding gets further down into the weeds. I need to cover the high level stuff on how to run a successful Google ad campaign. Bidding becomes totally irrelevant if you don't set up your campaign properly. And the mistake that we're seeing affiliates making is they're not setting up their campaigns properly because they're being lazy. Their keyword strategy is everywhere. They don't use negative keywords. They don't use buyer intent keywords. Okay. Then their ad copy doesn't match the keywords, and the landing page doesn't match the ad copy and keywords. And so getting you to really understand this is what's going to set you up for most success. Okay. So example, Cortisync. Okay. So let's say you want to sell Cortisync by PrimeGenix, which, by the way, you should, because this is one of the offers that is getting a tremendous amount of attention right now. Tremendous amount of attention. If you listen to the doctors that are out there talking about health supplements, okay, cortisol, the high levels of cortisol and high levels of stress, cortisol is a stress hormone. When men and women have high cortisol levels, it causes their body to retain fat, especially around the midsection of the body. Okay. And so one of the reasons why I would encourage you to sell CortiSync is because it will help you. It's in demand. It's in huge demand right now. People looking for supplements to reduce cortisol. In fact, I did some keyword research for you right here. So you should be looking at keyword research. And this right here, calculated 20 days ago, is still easy. So those of you that are here watching this training, you're getting a massive advantage, okay? Supplements to reduce cortisol get 16,300 searches right now. Your average cost per click, $1.38. And as far as difficulty to rank for organically, it's still easy. It's still bright green. So that is a massive opportunity right there for affiliates to go after that term, supplements to reduce cortisol. So keywords, let's just say we're going to focus on the keyword best supplements to reduce cortisol. Your ad copy needs to include the phrase best supplements to reduce cortisol, right? Because we talked about matching the keyword. And so using different types of headlines related to like looking for the best supplements to reduce cortisol, like including that phraseology in your ad keywords. I'm sorry, in your ad copy. Top 3 best supplements to reduce cortisol. Editor's #1 choice, best supplement to reduce cortisol. And then on the landing page, review the top supplement to reduce cortisol, CortiSync, right? So now do you see how I've made everything match? The keyword matches the ad copy matches the landing page, and then the landing page sending people over to cortisol, now it all matches. So your user was searching best supplements to reduce cortisol. They came in, they clicked on your ad because your ad copy mentioned that. They show up to the landing page, and the landing page is feeding them what they're looking for. And so basically what I would encourage you to look at is you have an audience, okay? So marketing is all about having a hungry audience. You have or finding the hungry audience. You've got a group of people that are hungry for something. They're hungry for a solution because they have a problem. So what your job is to feed the hungry audience that you have. And the way you do that is by matching your language as a marketer to help those people that are hungry, helping feed them what they want, right? So for example, if your audience loves Italian food, why would you sell them Japanese food, right? If they're hungry for Italian food, sell them Italian food. Don't try to sell them on eating sushi when what they want is lasagna. Does that make sense? You want to make sure you target your message to the actual people that are going to buy. Target your message to the hungry audience. And what happens is many affiliates, when they set up these pay-per-click campaigns, they're trying to sell Chinese food, Japanese food, Nigerian, Moroccan, Italian food to an audience that maybe is looking for Bavarian cuisine. Or it's somebody who wants Italian food and you're selling them everything under the sun. And now specifically, you want to get better, right? Let's say you have an audience that wants Italian food, but they want lasagna specifically, right? So what you do is you want to focus on they want, you have Italian food, right? But your audience wants lasagna. Don't sell them pizza, don't sell them spaghetti, sell them lasagna. And the mistake affiliates will make is that they will just go and they'll just target Italian food to the lasagna audience. And they'll say, look, they want lasagna, right? But what you're doing instead is you are going and you're telling them, here's pizza and here's spaghetti and here's this and here's that. But guess what? The audience is just interested in lasagna. Focus on what the audience wants. Does that make sense? Everybody good with that explanation? Is that something is that an analogy that works for you all to help you understand as to how to better set up the campaigns to match what it is that your people actually want? Just go ahead and give me some feedback in the chat if that is making sense, please. Does anybody have any questions so far on anything that I've brought up so far and discussed with regard to campaign setup? Is this making sense to you? Let me know in the chat if this is making sense or if you need me to clarify any point that I have brought up. Okay, I see no question on the topic here, so I will move on. Diagnosing problems. So diagnosing problems. So some of you, so in any campaign that you run, there's going to be problems that occur, right? You're going to not convert. You're going to have issues with regard to where hey, I'm buying clicks, people are clicking the ad and they're not closing, right? So here's some different things to start to think about and some ways to look at problems that may arise when it comes to pay-per-click. Okay. Number one is, where are your clicks going, right? So making sure that they're going to the landing page. And a lot of your problems are going to come about from having poor landing pages. I would encourage you, especially many of you who are not native English speakers, that you have a native English speaker as an editor. Go on Upwork.com, have an editor, because if your language does not match how people speak, you're not going to convert as well. And some of the language that some of you use, I can tell that some of the language that's on your landing pages has come from Google Translate, and a lot of it is not colloquial, American English. If you're targeting the US, right? The US is our #1 geo. I would encourage you to expand beyond just the United States. But if you're targeting United States traffic, your language has to match how the average American speaks. In marketing in general, we want our language to be at grade 6 or below. So, basically age 11 or 12 is who the language, like an 11 or 12-year-old child should understand what your landing page says. If you use all these scientific terms and you're speaking way above people's head, you're not going to sell. Effective sales copy targets grade 6 or below. I've highlighted some questions for you to ask yourself, right? So are people clicking your ad but not moving forward? So they search a term, your ad comes up, they click on it, and they get to your landing page, and then they leave your landing page. That means that your landing page is not adequately addressing the problem that somebody is asking, right? Second question, are people clicking through to your ad, then they go to your landing page, but they're not clicking to the sales page, right? That means that your lander's not selling people on that solution, that they're not, it's not adequate enough, right? And so really what this needs to say right here is that the ad copy doesn't adequately address the problem, right? So they search, they see your ad. Are people not clicking your ad? Sorry. Right. So if people are not clicking your ad copy doesn't adequately address the problem. That makes more sense. Are people clicking through your ad to your lander, but then not to the sales page? Means your lander isn't selling people on the solution. And then are people clicking through everything? They click on the ad, they click on your landing page, and they go to the sales page and they're not buying. It's because you're doing a poor job selling on the landing page. The landing page needs to do a better job of selling the product or solution to the person, right? And again, your target conversion rate. So like people go, okay, great, I'm getting sales, but what should my target conversion rate be? It's going to vary based upon buyer intent. I will tell you that when I run pay-per-click campaigns on high buyer intent, I'm aiming anywhere from 3 to 5% conversion. 3 to 5% conversion, and I'm running profitably if I'm targeting the right keywords. that is going to be based upon, again, it depends on the offer, because you have different offers that offer higher commissions and other offers that are lower commissions. So if I'm going for a lower commission rate product, I'm going to have a higher conversion, which means I'm going to need like really high buyer intent. I'm going to have great, not only great ad copy, but my landing page needs to be super dialed in to make sure I'm selling adequately. So you want to put the most amount of work into your landing page, because if your landing page can adequately sell people, and the way that I kind of equate it to is, you want your landing page to be so good, to be so motivating and so inspiring for the person to buy that they can't wait another minute to go and buy the product, because you've done such an outstanding job selling the offer on your landing page. And I'll tell you right now, 9 out of 10 affiliates do not do that. 9 out of 10 affiliates do a horrible job with their landing pages to sell people on an offer, because you just want to get the ads up and running. You just want the traffic. You just want traffic. And then later on you complain, oh, no one's buying. I'm getting traffic, but people aren't buying. It's because you're not selling properly. You have to do a better job of selling the solution if you're going to go and actually motivate somebody to buy. Does that make sense, folks? Like, those of you that are here, like, does that make sense what I'm explaining with regard to needing to sell better on a landing page if you want to increase your conversion rate? Just drop in a yes if that makes sense in the chat. Outstanding. So as we close right now, I'm going to give you a few niches to focus on. So right now, these are niches that are incredibly profitable for affiliates right now. So first and foremost, we've got best libido pills for women, right? So this is the way you want to rank them. You want to rank Her Solution #1, Provestra #2, and Vigorel #3. Vigorel is not a pill. It's a great topical cream. And when people are searching, women are searching for best libido pills, Vigorel is a great product to sell them. You want to target estrogen blockers. I would look for synonyms for estrogen blocker. There's other terms people may be using, like how to reduce estrogen in men. Just look up keywords on that. But basically, best estrogen blocker for men, DIM3X. This is getting a ton of sales right now. There's a reason why DIM3X is one of the top 10 offers in Cell Health's affiliate program. It's because it's a great product and people love it. Best cortisol reducer for men. This is another long tail term that gets a lot of search traffic. You know, I just went over some of them here, right? Supplements to reduce cortisol, cortisol blocker, best supplements to reduce cortisol, supplements to reduce cortisol and belly fat, supplements to reduce cortisol, natural cortisol blocker. I mean, there's just a ton of keywords that are available here, and you want to be selling Cortisync. Okay. And then lastly, this is going to be likely for this month of July, either the #2 or #3 top product inside of Cell Health. I've been talking about this product since it came out. The affiliates that listen to my advice are making piles of money. Okay, piles of money. We have one affiliate this month that is going to, well, I'm not going to tell you that. I shouldn't tell you the amount of money that they're going to generate. Let's just say it's in the high 5 figures this month on this one offer alone on liposomal NMN, that we have an affiliate who's doing that, and many affiliates who are easily doing 4 figures, low 5 figures this month alone on NMN supplements. You want to make sure you're selling this. You want to become familiar with NMN and this whole world of products. We'll eventually do a webinar on it, but right now it's like, I'm just telling people, get on it, learn about it yourself, and because it's profitable, as many affiliates have seen. So best NMN supplements is another key phrase, another niche to focus on. Lastly, you want to stay in touch with your team. The affiliates that communicate with us regularly make the most money. I have affiliates that I work with that I'm helping on a regular basis. And there's a number of ways that you can like stay in touch. So you can email me directly. I would encourage you email your affiliate manager first. But if you're one of my affiliates, by all means, please reach out to me. There's many of you who I am your affiliate manager. That's how you get a hold of me, galel@cellhealth.com. If our other affiliate managers are working with you, contact them for help. Please make sure you're following us on Instagram. That's at Official Cell Health, and join our Facebook group. And so I will drop the link into the chat right now as far as the Facebook group goes. Make sure that when you apply, you include your affiliate ID. If you do not include your affiliate ID, I will reject you from the group. So make sure you include your affiliate ID and you will be allowed into there. All right. So there is the training for today on running a successful Google ad campaign. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope this was something that you'll be able to, take to the marketplace and be able to help you generate a lot more income. And if you have questions on this, please do not hesitate to contact your affiliate manager, because we want to help you make money, right? That is the only way that we make a living, we make money, is if you get sales. So we want to help you make the most sales possible.